time, so we can start the session now. So first and foremost, I really want to thank all of you for joining in today. Today I have a very, very interesting session planned for all of you. The topic of today's session is affiliate marketing for leads and sales, things you must know. To lead this session, we have with us Swati Bhargava and Rohan Bhargava. Both of them are co-founders of CashKaro, which is India's largest cashback and coupon website. In fact, they have more than 500 e-commerce partners on board, including players like Amazon, Myntra, Yatra, and Jabong. Just to give you a little background of today's session, affiliate marketing, as most of you must be aware, is a great performance-based way of generating customers, especially if you do not have the reach to the TG that you're looking at. So in today's session, we would be covering basics of affiliate marketing. We'll be covering successful form of affiliate marketing in India and abroad, how brands use affiliate marketing to drive sales, how affiliate marketing can drive leads for you, and how to check lead quality. That's also a critical aspect. And why you cannot afford to not try affiliate marketing. So that's another thing we'll be covering. Global trends in affiliate marketing, 5 tips to make affiliate marketing successful for you. Before I hand it over to Swati to walk us through the presentation, let me just set the logistics. All of you are muted by default. So at any time during the session, if you have any question, please type it down in the question panel. And the session is getting recorded, and all of you will receive the recording of the session later over the email. So that's it from my side. Swati, you can start the session now.
Hi Kapil, hi everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and join us today. To give a brief intro, Rohan and I run CashKaro.com together. Our background is that we both were actually at London School of Economics. So we started off as finance professionals in London. I was at Goldman Sachs for 5 years, and Rohan was at Aladdin Capital and in the hedge fund industry for about 8 years. Until we kind of started looking into the affiliate marketing space in the UK, and we started off with our website in the UK called pouringpounds.com, which was in the cashback and coupon space. Similar model to what we do with CashKaro in India, but given the success of Pouring Pounds in the UK and the growth of affiliate marketing globally, we thought it was a good time to expand into India, and Indian e-commerce was also growing. So we launched CashKaro.com last year, and we are one of India's largest affiliates now. So it's interesting to see how the affiliate marketing industry has also evolved compared to just small affiliates here and there doing something, to now a lot of large brands taking it on as well. So we've got a few slides here to take you through, and I'll walk you through the slides, and Rohan will join us for Q&A. So I've left the hard part to him to answer your questions, and I'll go through and take you through the slides as well. So without much further ado, should we start? Yeah, you wanna?
And also feel free to ask any questions. So as we go through the slides, if you have any questions, or just feel free to type in, and we can take them as we are going through the slides itself.
Yeah, and actually it might be worth me just telling you a couple of lines about how CashKaro also works, because that will give you some context into where our affiliate marketing experience comes from. So at CashKaro.com, we have tie-ups with all of India's largest e-commerce brands, everyone from Myntra, Jabong, Amazon, eBay, Yatra, MakeMyTrip, Paytm, pretty much every category, all the leaders we work with. And the idea is that they pay us commission for every sale that we drive to them. And this concept is basically at the heart of affiliate marketing anyway. And from that commission, we actually pass cash back to our customers. So if you go to, say, Amazon, or say if you go to Jabong from CashKaro and shop, you now get extra 10% cash back on your purchase over and above the coupons we have as well, like a 30-35% off coupon as well. So it's a great way to save money when you shop online. So now we'll go into more about affiliate marketing, but you have some context on what our business does in India. So Kapil, is my screen on? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, fine. So going into, so I'll just remove this. Okay, affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? So this is just a basic thing that we wanted to cover first. So affiliate marketing is a marketing practice in which a business or an advertiser, so to speak, rewards one or more affiliates who can be their publishers for each visitor or customer brought by the affiliate's own marketing efforts. So idea being that affiliate marketing is all about a brand who wants sales leads, something that they want from another party who will go out and promote to them. And on a commission based model, you work and say, okay, this is a success fee, this is a performance fee. It's a traditional way of saying that if you drive me business, I will give you a part of that as commission, because that is your incentive to do that for me. So it's a very simple idea at the end of it, something that's been going on for many years in different forms. You've seen it, which we'll go into as well. So how does it work? Well, an affiliate marketer joins the affiliate program of brands that it wants to promote. So starting on, somewhere here. So I show the offer of the brand who I want to promote. There's a tracking link which is embedded, and I've already agreed with them what commission we're going to get for promoting that brand or offer. And an affiliate will promote that using various marketing techniques, whether it can be social media, SEO, PPC, email. The customer will click on that link, land on the brand site and shop, and because the affiliate drove that sale, they now get commission. So that's just a typical affiliate marketing model where I'm getting commission for a sale that I've driven. So why affiliate marketing is popular and why brands like it? Firstly, because it's performance driven, right? There are no fixed costs. So my agreement is very much based on success. So if you perform, the commission is paid. Otherwise, there's no fixed cost. So the performance driven element of affiliate marketing is one of the most popular reasons why people like affiliate marketing and why it's as popular as it is. In fact, affiliate marketing was started by Amazon back in 1996 when the brand was growing and they wanted to obviously find new ways of promoting Amazon, and that's when Amazon set up its affiliate program. It's now almost 20 years old, and it has been a part of Amazon's expansion strategy in every country. So even in India, Amazon has its own affiliate program, and we were one of the first guys to actually tie up with Amazon on a cashback basis in India. So we work very closely with them in UK, US as well. So they truly are kind of the pioneers and a good way to see why it's working for brands. Secondly, brands love affiliate marketing because the ROI that you get from this channel is high compared to other channels. Very often the commission that the brand gets is lower than what they would pay on Google for a click, or the customer, because if you acquire a customer through Google, you have to take them through the entire funnel of what customer joins, signs up to your site, and ultimately shops. Right? So once you go through that funnel, the cost of customer acquisition keeps going up and up. Whereas in affiliate marketing, you're only paying at the end point. If you go and you sign, transact, then only I'm paying commission. Otherwise, if the customer gets lost through the funnel, you don't need to pay anything. So people like the fact that it's got high ROI, and obviously it kicks in faster than some other, marketing aspects like SEO, because that obviously takes time as well. The third reason is that, when you have affiliates, these are essentially your partners in promoting the brand, and they give you a lot of brand exposure. So, for example, at CashKaro, we have about 8 to 10 lakh members in our community socially, who we always promote all the brands we work with. So the brands are getting the exposure even if we are not getting paid, even if someone doesn't shop. So if a new brand launches, or when Amazon also came into India, we did a lot of promotions for them. Obviously, we only get paid for the total commissions. But as a brand, it's good that you get a lot of exposure and marketing that the affiliates are doing for you. So that's interesting. Next, you can actually achieve certain objectives as well through affiliate marketing. So for example, if a brand feels that, okay, what I really want to do is raise my order value, then you can set incentives accordingly. You can have coupons where the minimum order value kicks in, or the coupon applies after the minimum order value. So we've done that kind of thing for First Cry as well, where usually we would see that the average order value coming through CashKaro, for example, would be more like 500-600 rupees. But once we we introduced these coupons which would give you discount only above 800-900, and people suddenly started actually making that effort to buy a little bit more, that the order value went up. So, so you can work closely with brands to understand what their objectives are. What is it that they're trying to achieve? Is it only sale? Is it some other things? And drive performance accordingly. So I think affiliates have that that power in some sense to steer buying behavior as per the brand's strategic objectives. And lastly, when you work with an affiliate, you're working, it's like having your army of news disseminators, right? Anything new that happens, they go out and tell everyone. You can run joint promotions, you can run joint contests. You obviously get increased traffic because of that, more backlinks coming in. I think overall, it gives you online marketing a real good boost. And the fact is that because it doesn't cost much, it's something that, most e-commerce brands go into trying. Okay, so moving on to how affiliate marketing works and who are the key stakeholders. So on one hand, on the left here, you can see it's the merchant or the advertiser. So people like Flipkart, Myntra, Amazon, Yatra, Jabong, brands who want the sales, who want the leads. Then on the other hand, you've got affiliate networks like Tyru, Comly, OMG, VCommission, Payum. This space is growing as well. So what an affiliate network does is basically it's the intermediary between the merchant and the affiliate on the other hand. So typically an affiliate network would provide you the tracking technology due to which you can track that you are driving the sales to the retailer. So it's between the retailer and the affiliate who one can see that what tracking is happening, and an affiliate network would manage all the affiliates for a certain brand. So for example, if let's say you want to be an affiliate of Myntra or Jabong, then very often they would say, okay, we work with all these affiliate networks, you can go and join them, whether it's Tyru or OMG or Payum, and these guys will then coordinate with all the affiliates. So there could be a price comparison site, there could be a cashback site, a coupon site. All of us are affiliates. So there's a one-point contact for the brand in some sense, where through which all the tracking happens, all the payments happen, because otherwise you can imagine that within Myntra, they need a team just to manage affiliates, and a large team, because so many people are there, so many payments need to happen. So networks add that value in terms of being able to streamline the process for the brand and for the affiliate as well by having a one-point contact for tracking and payment mechanisms. And obviously they take a share of the commission for that work. So it's a chain, where everybody at every point who touches the sale gets, some commission out of that as well. Then the affiliate we've covered. So affiliates are different types, which we'll go into as well. And of course, the fourth pillar is the customer, who's the king, who's the actual shopper, who's generating that sale. So everyone is trying to get that customer to go through them and sell to them the USPs of the brand so that they ultimately transact. So these are the four kind of main stakeholders in affiliate marketing. The three most common affiliate marketing methods. Number one, cost per sale, most popular, lowest risk, because all that means is that, I am going to be paying commission, when a sale actually happens. So, so what that means is that, you're going to tie up with so a brand will tie up with affiliates and say, I am paying you cost per sale. So if you drive me a sale, I pay you commission. Another type could be cost per click, where an affiliate is having banners on their site, and the brand's agreement is that depending on how many clicks my banner gets that's on your site or how much traffic you are driving to me, I'm paying you commission. So you can have different benchmarks for whatever your objective is. If it is traffic, it is a sign up, it's a lead, it's a sale, whatever it is. Based on that, you agree that I'm going to pay the affiliate X amount, and that's a mutual agreement between the two of you. Pay per lead is the third type, where you may not be looking for sales or clicks. You might be a business that is not necessarily selling online very easily. For example, you might be a credit card company, right? And you want people to come and apply for a credit card, and you put all your promotions out through trying to gather leads. So people who are interested in a credit card would fill up your form, and you have their details. So a lead is basically a set of details. It could be name, email, address, certain personal information about a person who has volunteered to say, okay, here's my information, you may contact me, right? So it's permission that the person has given you because they've shared those details, and that's what is called a lead. So depending on what your business is, you might actually be more interested in acquiring leads than sales, because sometimes the lead cycle is also there. It kind of converts over time. So those are the three main methods. Now, how do you actually track these sales. So 8 popular tracking methods. So the first is cookie tracking. So Rohan, I'll let you explain cookie tracking because he does it very well.
So I guess the idea with cookie tracking is that, let's say if I'm working with an affiliate network, right? When I click on any of the links, right, and the links could be a banner ad or a simple text link. What happens is a cookie is dropped onto the user's computer. Now, when the user goes to the retailer's site and actually does a transaction, there is a map pack that happens at the checkout page. So after you've actually completed the sale and you come to the thank you page which says thank you for completing the sale, there is a small piece of Java code that is placed there, which then checks if that cookie is part of the system or not. If the cookie is found, there is the sale information is passed back to the affiliate. So that's a way of closing the loop, which in the offline world is extremely hard, right? Because let's say in the offline world, if I give you a coupon and the user goes and redeems the coupon at the merchant, how does the affiliate know that the sale actually happened? So the online world, the cookie tracking is a very neat way of ensuring that the whole sales cycle is closed. Session tracking is something very similar. So the idea there would be you're limiting the period of whether the sale is attributed to you or not only over that session. So typically, when you have a cookie tracking, there is a certain amount of time that you get. So for example, let's say if I have clicked on a link and I don't transact right away, the cookie might be a 30-day cookie where, let's say if I come back to the retailer 5 days later, I still get commission or I still get attributed that sale to me. Session tracking is a lot more limited. So the minute you click on a link, you go to the site, only if you complete the sale in that period is that sale counted. So that's more around session tracking. IP tracking is more specific, so it's more around the lead-based cycle.
Customer ID tracking is, just agreeing beforehand that, okay, I'm going to be that certain, I'm doing a promotion or I'm doing a campaign for you. So as a result of this campaign, all the customer IDs that come in will be linked to an affiliate for life, for example, where you will always get commission out of those certain customer IDs coming through. Unique coupons is very common as well. People who do not, e-commerce sites especially, who don't want to work through a network, who don't want to get into tracking links, very often for example, what they do with us is they'll say, okay, we've given you a unique coupon code called CashKaro 123, for example. So the number of times CashKaro 123 is used, it means that many times I'm going to pay you commission. Obviously, from an affiliate's perspective, this is not always the most preferred way because I have no way to check. So you have to kind of rely that, okay, yes, 10 sales to 10 sales. You can't say, you can't really check it very much. So usually we avoid doing that too much unless it is for, unless we feel that, okay, it's okay even if the brand is not paying us. We just want to promote them as part of our, having the whole array of brands there. So often people do unique coupon codes for that. Sometimes in the UK we've done good campaigns on unique coupon code, but there is a little more transparency in that market compared to India. So it still works a little better there. Replicated web page is just having a bit of a microsite of the brand on your own end, where you can have your tracking links and affiliate links embedded. UTM source is based on Google Analytics. The way so a brand can say that, okay, UTM source, as long as it says CashKaro, as long as it says your affiliate's name, I'm going to allocate these number of sales to you. But again, these are all a little less reliable as tracking methods compared to cookie tracking. And so usually what sites like CashKaro would use is cookie tracking, IP tracking, session tracking, a mix of these 2-3 methods. Okay, so moving on to affiliate programs. So if you want to be an affiliate, how do you actually join an affiliate program? You can join it through a network. which could be all the ones that we mentioned before, Tairu, Gomli, OMG, We Commission. Payum is a new network, they're doing very well. Or you could even work with brands who have their own affiliate program. So sometimes brands like Flipkart, for example, Amazon, they actually prefer not to work through a network because they say that, affiliates are extensions of my own brand. I want to deal with them directly because they will give us their own information, their own brand guidelines. They have teams that are big enough to actually promote all the offers, to get all the payments going. So they're actually taking affiliate marketing very seriously, and they're saying, okay, I'm going to in-house this, because anything that you in-house, there is an implicit assumption that it is something that you're very serious about, and it's something which you, yeah.
See, also, I guess it's like in-housing a program requires a significant team in order to do this, right?
Yeah.
So part of the reason, I guess, smaller to mid-level brands outsource it because there is a significant resource requirement. But the larger brands, people like Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, have built their own teams that would again manage like a network, but only for their own brand. So again, and I guess what it highlights is that the fact that regardless of whether you're a small brand or a big brand, everybody is adopting this as a very, very compelling way of acquiring sales or leads or whatever the end goal is.
So among the big brands that in India, Flipkart, Amazon, eBay, Infibeam, Snapdeal, Groupon, they all have their in-house affiliate programs. Even Paytm now, I think.
Even Paytm, yes.
Yeah, so increasingly a lot of people are doing that because also what it means is that the brand doesn't need to pay another network in between commission. So in some sense, they're just dealing between you, the affiliate, and the brand. So there is not, you kind of let go of one leg in between as well. So what kind of affiliates are there? You can have affiliates that are, one-man teams, because initially when affiliate marketing started, it was this was also popular. So there's a very popular cartoon of affiliate marketing that you ask somebody how many people are there in your company, and he says, oh, it's 3, my cat, dog, and me. Because, traditionally some affiliates have started off like that as well. But that affiliate marketing lifestyle and that whole learning in some sense is something that I think you would do on the side, or you would do it as a small scale, as a big brand that you want to build and you want to sell someday, that you want to be, very few people can work in small silos and be as successful as, some other affiliates are as well. But still, it's an option. And, then the other type of affiliates that you are familiar with, you've seen them everywhere, price comparison sites. So in India, like Jungly, in the UK, there's GoCompare.com, PriceGrabber, UK, US, they're all very popular. Essentially, the idea behind price comparison sites is that, I am collecting product feeds from all the different retailers and comparing prices. So that's the value add. And so sometimes you go on certain sites and you're like, okay, so, how much is this mobile worth? So you compare differently, and then without realizing, you click on something and you land on Amazon, say, and you shop. But in doing that, because the price comparison site has made you click through it, now the site is going to get commission and you haven't got anything, right? So there is no deals or coupons or cashback or anything that you're getting. But because you've gone through the site, now, their job is done. They've shown you prices, and you can, and the price comparison site would get commission. So it's a form of affiliate marketing, very popular. And, there are examples of brands being, having been sold abroad for many hundred millions of dollars in price comparison, because they managed to build that kind of traction where people always come and search for it and figure out the right price. Then, sorry, the other kind of affiliates you have are cashback sites. That's what CashKaro is. So in that, what happens is that you can come on CashKaro, or, Quidco.com is the largest cashback site in the UK, eBay and Retail Me Not. These are very big players in the US. And in fact, they're all, doing revenues of over $100 million as well. And the idea there is that when you, so a cashback site would tell you that from the commission that I'm getting from the brand, I'm actually going to give you some of it. So I'm incentivizing you by saying, okay, you're not really going to find too many people who are going to share their commission with you, but I'm going to do it. So you always go through me. So very often people who shop through a cashback site, it's not as much about product discovery. It's about getting the best deal on something that you are going to, you've decided that, okay, I want to shop at Amazon, or you come to a site and you come and compare the offers for Myntra, Jabong, and you click through. So you get that extra cashback on top of whichever other, offers are running. And now another popular thing that is happening is actually a combination of price comparison and cashback. So one portal where you can actually compare prices also and see the cashback coupons and be able to click through and shop. So that's what kind of we'll be implementing in a couple of months as well. Then you've got coupon sites. Coupon sites will display coupons, which are running on different sites. And as you click through it and go and shop on some on retailer's website, the coupon site gets the commission which they keep. Then you've got, what do I have here? Loyalty programs, yeah. Because I've got the webinar screen covering a little part of my screen. Okay, so loyalty sites. Loyalty sites are also another way of affiliate marketing. Essentially, what loyalty sites do is that when you go through a loyalty site and shop, they get the commission, but they often have a different conversion metric. So if, let's say, I'm getting 10% commission and I'm giving points, and if I give 100 points, तो ठीक है, काफी लगेगा, तो इसमें से I'll give 1%, I'll keep the rest, right? So it's all about the different sites have determined different metrics that out of this much commission, I'm going to put only this much in my loyalty pot, which I will convert in the currency that I'm giving to the user. It could be in form of miles, it could be like Nectar points in the UK is very popular, or payback points. So all these, you have to shop a lot, you have to collect a lot, and the majority of the commission stays with the loyalty site, and a little bit of it they actually convert into points and give it to the customer. So the customer also gets some additional incentive for shopping. So loyalty sites are again big drivers of affiliate marketing. Then you have review sites, which is, I have a lot of respect for review sites, because I think they're actually, adding a lot of value as well in trying to show that, okay, here, in trying to help you make the buying decision, and showing like CNET, Tech2, Digital Spy, there are loads of them, where people will actually write content, go and do reviews of certain products, and in doing that, when you say that, oh, okay, this phone looks interesting, let me click and go onto the site and explore the phone, in that much the cookies dropped and the sale will be attributed to the review site. And what happens in affiliate marketing is that very often, if you are jumping through sites, then the cookies keep getting replaced on your computer. And in the end, usually it's the last click that wins. So last click usually gets the commission. So for example, if you go through CashKaro thinking I'm gonna get my cash back, and then after that you go and open a coupon site also, and you go and open a blogger site also, then the cookie keeps getting replaced. So then in that case, we don't get the commission. It's the last person who gets the commission. And, a normal user doesn't understand so much. They just think, okay, I went to a normal site. So the cookie game gets a little complicated, and cookies can be overridden if you are not careful about, how you're shopping. Bloggers are another big way of affiliate marketing. So there are big blogger sites in India. MissMalini.com, Shout Me Loud has a big affiliate marketing section as well. Harsh himself is a big affiliate marketer. He's my friend, so I can talk about him. Then there are a lot of blogger sites abroad as well, where bloggers are essentially, they often have a niche topic on which they specialize and write more about it. And as you go through topic, there'll be contextual links, there'll be contextual product promotions that one would click through, and the blogger would get the commission. So it's also a great way. Initially, when bloggers initially started using, a lot of WordPress sites came out, blogspots came out. Then on every WordPress site, some bloggers would have banners for brands, and that would be a good way for bloggers to actually monetize the traffic that they're getting and be able to earn something out of it as well, because sometimes you're writing just for the love of it, right? But how do you, if you're spending so much time, you want some money out of it. So that's when people, get onto affiliate marketing and start putting in contextual links. And that's interesting, because at that point you have to determine that what is your audience like, what is the sort of stuff that they will actually shop for and click on, and join those affiliate programs and promote those. Then you've got a lot of other affiliates, people who are doing click marketing, PPC, email marketing lists. So affiliates who do extensive email marketing, affiliates who do extensive social media, or people who own niche websites. So I might have a football blog, I might have a, a fashion blog, and I blog only about those things, or I write unique content about those things, which is engaging. And that's how, as an affiliate, one can promote as well. Anything to add, Ron? Okay. So I was told, by the digital media team that there will be some people in the audience who are not necessarily into e-commerce, could be looking for leads as well, not necessarily only for sales. And so we thought it would be interesting to highlight that, affiliate marketing can be used to generate leads just as much as it is to generate sales. And some very common examples of that you would have seen of lead generation would be, for example, banks collecting data for financial products. If you are, asking you to fill out certain leads, you might see on even our Facebook, or you might see it on certain forms when you go on different sites saying, enter your information here if you want to be contacted for a loan, if you want to be contacted for a credit card. So that sort of information is all counts as lead, and it goes back to the bank, where it will go back to their kind of conversion team, and the team will focus on how to convert leads into customers, right? So then these people will call you, they'll chase you, you'll get all the sometimes a bit irritating calls as well, but sometimes useful, because if obviously you provided the information, then you are looking for that kind of thing. Then you've got insurers who, are very active in lead gen. So insurers run a lot of lead generation campaigns where they ask you, are you looking for insurance? When is your insurance expiring? Is it home, auto, travel? All sorts of different questions come up. So they're very active in the lead gen space. Then automobile car launches. So in the UK, I remember when we used to run this campaign, lead gen for new car launches that would come up. So when so they would ask people leads to come and do test drives. So people would fill up, and these people have a lot of margins. So sometimes you can get as much as 1,000 rupees for one lead, because it just depends on what kind of brand it is. The mini car ones also, yeah. So we've had some successful lead gen campaigns also. To test drives, that's very popular. Survey-based leads. Utility companies, education courses, colleges might be collecting leads of students that they can actually convert, and or certain training institutes, certain fashion institutes, where you are collecting leads to go and market to. B2B space also works a lot on lead gen. Where I know that, like if I have a product which is for a business, somebody won't suddenly come and buy and spend £10,000 on just buying it, right? It's something that you have to work on. So those are all leads where you collect interested data. People sometimes go to conferences, seminars, collect a lot of leads from there, So that's just a general concept of leads, but affiliate marketing and lead gen is also very popular. How to check that you've actually got a good lead? That's interesting, because obviously, sometimes affiliates can, send you leads. I could just have 20 people sitting in my office and say, okay, let's just fill out these lead forms, right? So as an advertiser, you kind of feel cheated, because you've got leads of people who are not really interested in your product. They don't really care, what the product is. So I think it's important to determine how that if you're going to pay for leads, how you're going to check that this lead quality is good. For us, we always like to do get sample leads before agreeing price. So if we are going to run any lead generation campaign with people, we always do small samples. We pay them for the samples so that they don't feel like, okay, I'm not getting paid for it, so let me send not valid leads in some sense. So do it, but do a small sample set first, and that usually works better. Don't give incentives for providing info, because sometimes what happens is, somebody knows that, okay, if I fill out this form, I'm going to get something, so let me just fill out crap because I need to get to the end of this form. Then that the lead quality is not going to be good. So you're going to spend on acquiring that data, but the conversion from that will be very low because it's irrelevant in some sense. Then it's important to have IP and fraud checks in place to ensure unique responses are recorded, because you could have somebody an affiliate who's trying to trick you, who just sits on his laptop all day and he's going and submitting leads for you himself. So again, that is irrelevant, because as a brand, you'll never be able to monetize that kind of data. It won't perform. Ask very relevant and targeted questions. So if you are collecting leads for, let's say, an insurer, then if you ask them things like, okay, when is your insurance expiring? What kind of insurance are you looking for? Some very specific targeted questions that enable you to go back and sell something very particular or sell a very specific product, then of course the conversion from that is going to be much higher. Using long tail keywords, if you're trying to do lead gen, then again, it comes back to the same point of being very specific about what kind of information are you actually asking for. The other thing is that once you actually get these leads, the faster you can be in responding to these and the more direct you can be about what is this product about, the better it will perform. So sometimes we all collect leads through different things and then we just forget to email these people, or we say, acha, kal karenge, or we'll do it next week. But the more gap there is between the person who submitted the lead and by the time they get onto your conversion cycle, the low will be the conversion. So not having that lag is very important. And purchasing leads doesn't really add up in our view. It's something which the quality remains low, so it's hard to really drive too much value out of it.
So I guess 5 top tips in order to succeed as a affiliate marketer. I think it's all about content, right? And you can think of content not just in terms of having good content, but it's also about what is the value proposition, right? Because at the end of the entire process, right, it's really the consumer who's the king, right? So creating engaging content which people would like to consume, like to read, video, whether it's a really well written blog about something. So I think content is really, really important because that is what will drive people to your site. And then if the content and the affiliate or the retailer that you're trying to push sales towards are relevant, then I think you have a great match in place.
And we just note short notes that video content is very hot nowadays. So because people are getting bored of reading too much, so any interesting videos that you can create will always help generate good content and focus on having good UI. Because nowadays the whole websites look so slick that things that don't look nice, people don't really interact with it that much. So it's worth it to spend a little bit and make sure that the UI looks good and classy.
Know your audience, obviously. So, for example, if you're running a fashion-related blog, then what the sort of people who are coming to your site are. So, you should then effectively tie up with fashion-related brands. Then having something which is irrelevant or having leads for cars, may not give you the sort of conversion or the right sort of delivery both ways, right? In terms of your audience converting or the advertisers coming back to you for more information. So a lot of what we do is very, very fine segmentation in order to target people relevant to us, right? So in our case, we might do further segmentation, like anyone who's clicked on a fashion brand will get emails or Facebook posts or content from us, which is very, very closely focused on fashion. So therefore, knowing your audience, staying relevant, right sort of segmentation is very, very critical.
And staying relevant is important because you want to make sure that your offers, your information about the brand is always updated. So sometimes not having things when they're not updated makes your audience feel like, okay, they're not really so serious about it, so let me go find something else. Then the next one is don't steal, grow the pie. We think this is really important because a lot of affiliates nowadays are, looking at affiliate marketing as a way to make a quick buck, not really to build a brand, not really to add value to the industry. And what happens is sometimes people do a lot of scams. So for example, you might get some notification of, downloading a toolbar or something, and you do it like a normal person, not really thinking that much about it. And certain bots get installed on your computer where every time you say go to a Myntra site, a different pop-up comes out, which is actually from a different affiliate. So a lot of these things are spammy. The affiliates are trying to just take sales and get attributed to themselves, whereas they haven't really generated it. So these kind of practices are not to be encouraged in the industry, because not only do they spoil the name, it's not really helping e-commerce grow overall. So our in-house view has always been that things that affiliates do, especially in the field of e-commerce, should be such that it helps the Indian e-commerce grow overall, because if this pie gets bigger, then only all of us have more to benefit. So we always say play clean, don't steal other sales, and work to grow the pie, because the bigger it is, the more it's going to perform for everyone. The fourth is, add value to your members, right? So adding value to your members could be by content. It could also be through having something interesting on your site as a proposition. So for example, with CashKaro, we believe that we're adding value because we're sharing our commission. If you look at a review site, they're adding value because they're sharing some interesting thing that you did not know otherwise, or some interesting thing that you couldn't find just if you just landed on the site and it's right there. So if you're going to be the type of affiliate who doesn't have that much extra, then while you will get those ad hoc sales, but it may not be as much repeated business. So we always think that if you run sites with the view or with the aim of generating repeat business, then it is not only a sustainable business, there's also value add for the customer, which ensures that there'll be repeat business. And the last thing is build a brand. Don't just go after sales. And this is a bit personal, this is a bit subjective, but we always think that if you can build a brand, then the opportunity you have to actually do stuff with that brand, the partnerships you can get, you can sell it one day, it never goes waste. There's a trust factor that your audience builds with you, and all that has a premium, and that is going to work out much better in future as well, than just being able to say that, okay, I've got X number of sales, and and it's just based on trying to get that extra sale. But some activities are for brand building, and that works well, I think that's it from us. We can, these are just some stats to show that affiliate marketing is going to keep growing. I mean, in the UK, so the data is not as available always, but even in 2013, so this year is going to be even more. Advertisers spend £1 billion in affiliates, and they got back £14 billion of sales. So there's a 15% year-on-year uplift, and it's driven by all channels encompassing price comparison, editorial, cashback, voucher codes, loyalty. And even in India now, affiliate marketing is growing. So for big e-commerce brands, it's contributing about 10 to 15% sales, and it's cost effective. So it's working out well. So we believe it's a sector that's going to keep growing, and anyone who's in India looking at affiliate marketing, it's a great time, because ultimately with affiliate marketing, you are shadowing the growth of e-commerce, and we all know that is growing. And with the amount of VC money gone in and more coming, this is only going to keep happening, especially if FDI and e-commerce opens up. So the sector has a lot of opportunity, but if you can truly add value and create a brand out of it, it's a great place to be. Other than that, I think this is just thank you and any questions, and that's it.
So first and foremost,
yeah, so I think that's it. So we can take questions now.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Swati, and thanks, Rohan, for providing us a comprehensive view on what's going on in the affiliate marketing space. So before I open it up for questions, I mean, I thought, let me just put up this poll in front of everyone. Let's just know who all are here. There are 70 people who are there in this webinar. So guys, just pick and choose an option which best defines who you are. If you're an affiliate marketer, pick up the first option, or if you're a business owner and you use affiliate marketing, pick up the second option. That's where actually I'm there. So I'm a business owner and I use affiliate marketing a lot. So while you're responding to this, what quick question from my side. We've been recently working a lot with the affiliates in India, and we work on the CPA and CPL model. So one of the recent problems was that there are a lot of people, a lot of leads we are receiving, which we already have in our database. And so at good faith, we are right now passing on the benefits to the affiliates. But is there some way to take care of this issue from the business point of view?
So on our end, when we have done any sort of lead programs, right, whether it's a co-registration campaign or anything where what we're effectively acquiring are sign-ups or leads, the conditions we have are the IPs have to be unique. So we will cross-reference the IPs, and if we see lots of users joining from the same IP, then we would only pay for one or two of those people, because we feel that those are sort of activities where it's possible that the affiliate's trying to game the system. And what we also do is we do not pay for any duplicate emails. So we would only pay for a unique email. And I guess the other way to sort of further foolproof the system is to also then have some sort of mobile verification, where you could have the user, the person who's adding the lead, enter their mobile number, and there is some sort of authentication that happens where after they've entered their mobile number, a code is generated which they have to enter, so that, because it's very hard to game systems like that. So I think with one of the big challenges in India with lead generation programs is that there are a lot of people who are trying to game the system. So those are some of the things that we've done, and I think as technology evolves, there'll be a lot more evolution here.
Great. So before I take up further questions, let me just share the results. 15% of the people here are affiliate marketers, 15% are business owners and they're currently using affiliate marketing, and rest 70% are the one who are interested in this topic but they haven't currently used affiliate marketing. So that's the kind of people who are here. So I think a lot of people have got a good introduction to the space of the online marketing. So I mean, as just a follow up to my question, there's another question asked by Venkat. He wants to know how affiliate channels going to charge for repeat customers for 2 transactions happens in the same week, one from an affiliate channel and other from a direct customers, or is it like, I mean, just as an addition to that, if someone is actually visited a review site and a coupon site, but they actually visited a coupon site before they visit the review site, or other way around, who once gets the benefit out of it, and how does the whole thing get managed?
You want to take that, or?
No, you can.
So I guess there is no right answer to this, and I guess the fair or maybe potentially the democratic answer here is that the last click wins. Okay. So, for example, I might have visited a review site at this stage I'm probably at a discovery phase, right? So I'm trying to identify what is the next phone that I should buy. So I read reviews about the S5, the 5C, and I sort of go through phones after phone, and I might click, right? I might click on a phone to see what the price is, or get some more details, but I haven't really made my decisions yet. Now obviously every time you click, cookies get dropped, right? However, now when the person's about to make that buying decision, they realize that I want to get the best deal on the product. So they might go to a price comparison site or a coupon site or a cashback site and then click out from there. So in some sense, one could argue that the actual sale, the final push towards the sale, was driven by the cashback site, right? Yeah. So it's last click attribution that has become the norm now. But there are certain certain people who still believe in first click attribution. So they say that the original curiosity was driven by the review site. Okay. But I think I would say 90% of the market is now last click driven.
Also, on the question of repeat visitors, repeat sales, I think it's broadly, if you look at affiliate marketing industries abroad as well, UK, US, I mean, these are very evolved over the last 15-20 years. Affiliate marketing has been running, but even then, the biggest of brands, whether it's at Cisco, Marks and Spencer, Debenhams, they all pay for repeat sales, because they all know that just because a customer has shopped through you once does not mean he's going to come back. The biggest, the biggest challenge that all e-commerce sites have is to still fight for that next extra sale. Unless you are a Book My Show where, there are not that many options. If you want to book a ticket, you're going to go there anyway. There's a lot of competition and it's growing every day. So, and the new guys who come up are always going to get the option by having more offers, better prices, better value, better product, everything. So I think it still remains that whether it's new or repeat, an affiliate does have to work to drive that sale to you.
Great. So I guess building a coupon website is better than building a review website in that case, right? it's a better business
No,
model
I think
from
better
that
a
point of view.
cashback site is better than a coupon site as well,
Okay.
because ultimately, I always say that the problem with coupon sites in India is that the coupons are the same as what it is on the retailer side. So the value add for the customer is very little. So therefore, if you want to do things which actually give you something extra, then actually a cashback site is the only way out.
Got
And
it.
ideally, we are trying to introduce, content, price comparison, everything on cashback itself, so that you can have a one-stop destination.
Great.
Which also, I think one word in favor of the review sites. I think they have other ways of monetizing traffic also. In that, they could be running Google ads and other sort of revenue generating elements. I think the large review sites have done a fantastic job in creating really, really useful content.
Yeah.
Which gets a lot of people to them, and then I think there are various ways outside of affiliate marketing to monetize that traffic. So,
Sure.
So definitely, building review sites is good.
Great. Okay. So guys, actually there are a lot of questions. There are about around 15-20 questions yet to be answered. So what I'm trying to do is I'm actually ignoring some of the earlier questions. I'm assuming they're already been answered. Like a lot of you have asked questions related to lead generation before Swati and Rohan actually talked about lead generation. So in case your question is still not answered, you can let me know. So I'm trying to pick up like as many questions so that we can cover like the whole dimensions of it. So Ritesh has a question in which he wants to know what happens in case computer setting is set at good security, wherein there are no cookies allowed. And is this really a big problem as far as affiliate marketing is concerned?
It is. In that, I know there are technologies being built currently that that are creating systems outside of cookie-based tracking. So there are pings directly to the server or server checks, but those haven't evolved to a more market standard level yet. So not having a cookie enabled will, in some sense, not have that sale track at all. So that is definitely a challenge within the affiliate marketing industry right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So another question is asked by Chandresh. He wants to know the number one flaw of affiliate, he has a comment first. The number of flaw of affiliate marketing I see is the customer does not belong to you. Competition will drive up advertising cost at the point when the campaign is no longer profitable. So how do you select products? Any tips on top 3 hot affiliate programs in 2014, which is better for conversion in Indian market? I'll just mute myself.
So I guess it's you see one of the talking about the competition or the price sort of escalating. From the retailer's point, the beauty of affiliate marketing is that they set the price, right? So for example, if retailers realize that they're able to acquire sales at say 10%, they might set the cost for sales driven through affiliate marketing at 5%. So by design, they're able to generate the ROI that they want. In the Indian context, in terms of the affiliate programs to join, I think the current ecosystem is fairly concentrated towards 10, 15, 20 players at the most. So I think joining affiliate programs of those guys is probably the way forward in India right now. But to be candid with you, the last 2 years has seen a dramatic evolution in e-commerce itself in India, right? So I think over the next 2-3 years, the sort of evolution is going to be very, very rapid. So I think that there's a lot coming up within the space, but I think right now, focusing on the top 10, 15 programs is probably the way forward.
I would definitely say Amazon is a good program to join because their tracking is good. They pay well. They pay on time, better than some of the other guys. I think Jabong is a good program. It converts well as well, and brands that are actually doing TV marketing and they do well as well, because even on Lenskart we see a good conversion because people are they're doing stuff. Paytm sees good conversion as well. So some of these programs are good because I think ultimately you also want to be with advertisers that pay fair, and I think these guys are okay in doing that.
Okay, great. Another interesting question asked by Boni is what is affiliate scrubbing or shaving, and what do you really think about it? Is I
Sorry,
mean,
what is affiliate?
affiliate
Scrubbing or
scrubbing,
shaving.
shaving. Is this something I haven't really heard of this term before? So unless you guys have,
I'm not familiar with it, but I think this could be uh, from, again, if I just think of it, there is a lot of fraudulent affiliate activity. I'll give you an example. There are people that have created bots, right? So let's say you might go to a torrent site, right? You've downloaded something. Now, along with that, a bot will get installed in your computer that doesn't show up in your normal day-to-day lives. Now, let's say you go to Amazon directly, right? Now, what this bot does is it realizes that you've gone to Amazon, and it'll open up another window within as a sort of new page for Amazon and drop that bot's cookie. So, in some sense, what you're doing is you're like Amazon, not even the user is not even aware that there's a bot sitting on their computer. They've gone to Amazon directly because the cookie has been dropped. Whoever is sitting behind the bot is actually earning commission. So it might be that sort of stuff, but to be honest, I'm not familiar with this.
But if it is what we think it is, then it goes back to my number 3, that play clean and clean up the game, because these games don't last that long. And not only do they give the industry a bad name, it also makes retailers doubt the value of affiliate marketing. It affects everyone, and I think it ultimately affects e-com growth overall. So we work very hard to actually get these kind of affiliates banned.
great, good job. So by the way, guys, I'm just launching another poll. You can consider it more like a commercial poll. So in case you're interested in formal digital marketing course, you can just press yes over here, and I'll ask someone from my team to call you. And by the time you're doing it, another question. Rosette, she wants to ask a question. How to use affiliate network if you have a photography page on Facebook? I mean, I really want to expand it further. There are a lot of people who have created their own reach. I mean, is it really gives you some viable sort of a revenue stream if you try to build an affiliate program around your social media reach? You mentioned that in one of the slides, but is it significant enough? And like, how do you go about that? Have you seen good examples?
I think from the perspective of you having your own affiliate program. So if what the person is asking is that, can I take my business and put it on affiliate program because I have something, then I think that's not going to be big enough. But can you be the affiliate? Yes. I think in that case, if you could actually say that, okay, if I have a photography Facebook page, maybe I can start showing you become an Amazon affiliate, become a Flipkart affiliate, or Lenskart maybe to some extent, or whichever ones are relevant, for your audience. So that's where it comes down to picking programs which are relevant for your audience, so that they don't feel it's just selling. So now when you talk about, okay, I took these photographs and they're amazing, I take them with this camera can be bought at XX amount from Amazon, click here, and there you put your Amazon affiliate link. So that sort of stuff I think should convert. That is very contextual selling, and I think that will convert very well. So, but for that, you don't need to really, you can experiment keeping it small by identifying that which are your top e-commerce websites in India where your kind of stuff is sold, or the kind of stuff that your audience wants to buy, where all is it available. Become an affiliate of only those programs first and start pushing them. Because actually in India, to be a good affiliate, you don't necessarily need 1,000 brands or 500 brands, because it's a very almost a 90-10 game. 90% of sales are coming from the top 10 guys, or not by top 10 but the top, say 25-30. A lot of it is coming from there, whereas the others are still relatively small. So if somebody has to be a selective affiliate, I'd say pick the big campaigns and get rolling. The money will come.
Great. So there's another sort of interesting question from Chandresh. He wants to know is Google not looking down upon affiliate website? I also heard that some time back. And Rohan, you mentioned that review sites have that benefit of having a lot of original content, and because of that they can do a lot of stuff like run an advertisement campaign on it. So internally, how challenging it is to grow a sort of an affiliate websites on the kind of content that you guys have? Like, how do you, like, where does the uniqueness filter in, and how does the traffic builds in? It'll be interesting to know those, some of the good stuff around that.
See, I guess it's, in some sense, it's down to driving a certain value proposition, right? So, where a review site has a certain value proposition, which, is pretty obvious. Where we feel that the value proposition is that end of the day, I'm working for the end consumer. And through what we're doing or what a coupon site is doing, we're able to help a user get the best deal possible, right? So in a sense, that is the content, or that is the value add that we're driving to the user. While there has been talk about, how does Google look at affiliate sites overall, I think this is a very well established and very credible sort of business, right? So if you think of guys like Retail Me Not that IPO'd for $1.6 billion, Coupons.com, which recently IPO'd for $1 billion, the whole space is not. There is a lot of credibility built in. Like we are creating our own database. So when Myntra comes in and says, "Hey, I'm launching a new fashion product. I want to really reach fashion savvy fashion shoppers," right? They actually come to us and say, "Okay, because I identify those people for them." So there is a lot of synergies that we're developing, rather than just saying that, "Oh, I am going to get this user and I'm going to give him a cashback," right? There's a lot more that is happening behind the scenes. The fact that we are constantly doing some really, really relevant targeted email marketing, lots of social media activities, it really helps the whole pie grow. And again, if retailers didn't want this would not be happening for the last 20 years. And Amazon would not be driving this probably as the most aggressive retailer out there talking about affiliate marketing. I mean, they have an affiliate program which is probably the largest in the US, UK, in India, they're sort of getting up there. So clearly there's got to be merit if retailers are, themselves saying that, okay, I'm happy to pay commission and work closely with cashback and coupon sites.
I think it's hard to generalize Google's view of affiliate marketing sites, because where the view is negative is the spammer sites, So there are some people who are able to do such black hat SEO that within 2 months of launching, they are ranking above the brand on Google. So, so these kind of things happen, and I think those ones, it's very right that Google is clamping down on them. It has to, because it undermines the efforts of everyone else who's trying to play clean. So, but at the same time, it doesn't apply for, brands that are, always in the press. They're big. They're actually getting a lot of traffic. They're getting good sales out of it. That's not something that, I think Google looks down upon.
Great. So, I think it's already 4:04. I'm trying to look at and taken all the questions so that everything has been covered. Guys, if you think that there is anything that is not covered and you want to have a one-to-one conversation, you can just press the hand raise button and I'll unmute you. Okay, I think great. And looks like there's something.
You can message us on Twitter if something is not. I am at Swats26. That's Aru Bhargava.
Yeah. By the way, Chandresh has raised his hand, so I've just unmuted. Chandresh?
I think we should have a call with Chandresh because his questions are interesting as well.
Yeah,
are you there?
Sorry to be a bit bothering, but the thing is, like, I have tried out earlier days, that is maybe 5 years back or 6 years back, with sites like Commission Junction. I'm sure you heard of Commission Junction.
Yes,
right?
of course, of course.
Yeah, and I had decent success with that side, having even sold rugs and carpets, which more so is a look and feel thing, they say, but I have sold decent numbers of rugs and carpets also as an affiliate. So, but recently, after all these Google updates and algos and whatever is going through, so what is the best way other than Google? Agreed, Google is the king and has to be you have to beat their system, because what is happening is their cleansing system, because of the black hats being done, even the white hats get scraped through. So what is the best way other than Google, if you want to, and reach out to your affiliate website or your affiliate channels, whatever. So what is the best other alternative to market an affiliate site?
Sure. I mean, I think Swati will have her own views on this, but I think it's a mix, right? Because see, you can't ignore Google because, as you said, Google is king, and one has to keep understanding what are the changes they're making and how do I sort of now work with their new rule set. But outside of that, we found decent success with social media. Again, that's an area where the right audience is there. They are looking for stuff. Within the affiliate space, at least in India, it sort of automatically filters out people who are not internet savvy, right? Because you clearly, weeds out that audience really well. It is that younger generation, a little more web savvy generation. So I think social media is relevant. And then the other area that we found success with is a lot of email marketing, right? But then again, it has to be targeted, well segmented. So those are the two things that are working for us outside of Google. Swati,
but email marketing works in India, you mean, or are you talking about UK and US markets?
No, in India also it works. Yeah.
Okay.
I think if you have a segmented email plan with a different approach to the kind of people you are, are you emailing, have they interacted, have they shopped, having a different, approach to each of them, that works. I think YouTube works in India, doing some stuff there on video. And the other thing is that you could say that, okay, who is my right target audience, and try to find them another way. So, for example, if we feel that students are a good audience for CashKaro, we can have a plan around targeting students, even if we may or may not rank for certain words. So I think being able to identify where your audience is and what's their natural habitat, and figuring out how to get in there is something that has worked.
Okay. Okay.
Hope that helps.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, Chandresh.
Thank you.
By the way, Digital Vidya, the major source of leads is emailers. So emails definitely works. Just the last question goes for the day. Kinan, I've unmuted you. Kinan Thomas, you raised your hand.
Oh yeah. So my question is how do you guys get to, as an affiliate, how do you get to the number that you charge for a cost per lead or a cost per conversion or anything like that?
Typically, it's benchmarked to Google, right? Because I guess the way most advertisers look at the number, they would say, okay, I can achieve a certain number through Google, and what they would pay on a cost per lead would be something slightly lower than that.
There's not as much math around it. It's a mix of science and art. So you need to so you can see various things like if you're talking only about leads, how much is that person actually paying for the sale? And then usually you say that okay, sale hai to if lead is at 15 rupees and sale ke liye I'm happy to pay much more. So you kind of price it like that. You look at what are the leads that people are paying for generally in the market. So you compare it to what is the cost of sale for that person, what is the cost of lead and sale for its competitors in the market, general standards of where it's fitting in, and then it's a negotiation between you and the brand. Because ultimately, so very often the brands have their own targets as well, and they feel that okay, no, for a lead I'm not going to pay more than 20 or 25 or for X amount, and then sometimes you try out at that amount and you feel that actually the conversion is high for this, so it's okay. So it's a bit of a mix really. But having an idea of what it costs for that brand to get a sale and what it costs them to get, what are their clicks costing on Google, and if they acquire a customer through Google, how much it costs to them. These are two very important things that help you get some idea of where to put your first pitch in at.
Does that help?
Got it. Thank you. Yep.
Great. Thanks, Kinan. And first, I really want to thank you, Swati and Rohan, for taking time out and giving us an honest opinion, exactly what's happening. I mean, my personal knowledge about affiliate marketing is completely shifted in this 1 hour. Thanks a lot. And I'm sure that's true for everybody who's there in this session. Thank you for taking time out.
Thank you
So,
very much. Great to be with you all.
sure. Guys, we'll be sending an email with the recording of this session as well. And hope you join us in next week in our session on YouTube marketing. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody. The session is closed.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.